Hello everyone, greetings of the day. Today we are going to discuss on the topic volume feeding unit number 2 off premises catering. Scope. What is off premises catering? Advantage of off premises catering. Reason for growth and development. Elements of successful off premises catering. Menu planning and theme parties. Concept of central productive or production unit. Problem associated with off-premises catering. Off-premises catering. It is a serving food to a location away from the caterer's food production facility. It is the service of meal in office, clubs, canteens and also in individual homes. In this reference, premises means the area where food is planned and prepared. Its growth has been tremendous and there is a vast improvement of the equipments used. It covers everything from take-home meals to the most elaborate meals at wedding. Introduction. Off-premises catering meet the needs of all market segments, from the low-budget customer who looks for the greatest quantity and quality for the least amount of money to the upscale client with an unlimited budget who wants the highest level of service, the ultimate in food quality and the finest in appointments. Off-premises catering is an art and a science. The art is creating food and moods, and as the caterer and client together turns a vision to get into reality. The science is the business of measuring money, manpower, and materials. Successful off-premises catering recognize the importance of both aspects, arts and science, and are able to work on both the creative and the financial levels. In off-premises catering, there is only one chance to get it right. Many events such as wedding receptions occurs only once in a lifetime. Many events are scheduled annually, quarterly, or on a regular basis. The caterer who fails to execute all details of such an event to the satisfaction of the client will seldom have another chance. Unfortunately, for some, off-premises catering can be like living on the brink of disaster unless they are experienced. Unintimated or uninitiated amateurs may not recognize a volatile situation until it becomes a problem. Later, realizing they should have recognized it earlier. Introduction continuation. As caterers plot their way towards the completion of a cater event, there are thousands of potential landmines we can talk about that can ruin an otherwise successful affair. Some examples are already running late for a catering delivery. The catering van driver discovered that whole vehicle traffic around the party site. Number 2, the wrong food truck is dispatched to a wedding reception. Number 3, the table number has vanished and the guests are ready to be seated for dining or a dinner. Number 4, the authority arrives 30 minutes before a catered event and refused to allow guest access to the party site because the space had not been authorized for party use. Number 5, a new customer places an order and asks that the caterer delivery to be home where family members and guests will be or will have gathered prior to a function or occasion. Next point 6, the caterer suddenly hears a terrible noise and watches in horror as water and garbage spew from the disposal all over the floor. Number 7, after catering a flawless party at a client's home and loading the catering truck to capacity, The caterer are asked to remove the trash from the client's property. Number 8, the client calls the caterer and asks about that rented chefing dish is missing. So here is off-premises catering model, an example. Off-premises catering, management knowledge, management philosophies, local, state and federal laws. Then comes the planning, comes the preparation, comes the party and the output. Planning is market, site inspections, menu, alcoholic beverages, equipment, staff, accessories, service, proposal, pricing, contract. Preparation is purchasing, prepping food, full seats, equipment, staffing, party, the show, delivery, cooking, service, and cleaning up. Output is word of mouth, revenue, expenses, profit, loss, cash flow, accounts, records. Difference between off-premises and on-premises. The basic principle is off-premises is away from the catering's place and on-premises is on the caterer's place. On-premises catering provides food that is prepared for the event in a kitchen at the same location, while off-premises caterers transport the food from an off-site kitchen to the event venue. On-premises catering has no additional cost as it is on-site. Off-premises happen elsewhere, possibly in someone's house, with possibly additional effort or a simplified menu, depending on the facilities available off-site. On-premises define a solution hosted in-house and usually supported by a third party. Off-premises defined a solution hosted by a third party and usually supported by a different third party. Number of guests, types of services, convenience, cost of service. This is what it has been looking nowadays in this developing stages. Advantages of off-premises catering: selectivity, cost effectiveness, versatility in themes, advanced deposits, limited investors, controllable cost, additional revenues, business by contract, direct payment, advanced forecasting, limited startup investment, no limited by the size of the group, free word of mouth advertising. Off-premises catering thus have some disadvantages too. Catering managers, owners and staff undergoes period of high stress during very busy period. These are no excuse for missing a deadline. Stress is compounded because the workload is not evenly spread throughout the year. Reason for growth and development. Social status means the money which peoples are earning, and we can talk about the show off on the ambience, on the parties, on the beauty and the organizing. Trend changes. Before, the relatives, friends used to help in cooking for the function. However, nowadays the caterer takes over. Increase in disposable income, new opportunities, collapse on traditional catering system, convenience, ease in operation. Element of successful off-premises catering: work experience, passion and entrepreneurial nature, basic business knowledge, creativity, dependability, sound body and mind, mindedness, sense of humor, ability to plan, organize, execute and control, ability to communicate with client and staff, willingness to take calculated risk, ability to meet the needs of clients, ability to project a favorable image. Managing an off-premises catering operation. Separating yourself from the competition. Hands-on attention to detailed management. Developing a strategic plan. Customer-focused management. Managerial decision making. Leadership. Ethics in management. Professionalism and common business courtesy. So in these three beautiful photographs or the pictures, we can identify what leaders does, what does a professionalism means, and decision making elements. What, who, when, and how. The 7 habits of highly successful caterers are as follows. Willingness to take calculated risk, sincere concern for others, keeping up with current trend, excellent priorities and time management, quality before quantity, being detail oriented, setting high standard. Menu planning and theme parties. The arrangement of a suitable menu, perfect from all points of view necessary for any successful party catering. Every party must be special and different from anything that has gone before. Client seldom comes to the caterer and asks him to arrange a party suggestion to make the party different, something that is unique and will be talked about. The following points will help in the thoughtful planning of the menu. Planning well in advance will ensure a minimum amount of repetition of the dish. Planning a menu for a definite cycle of time having been found to be different. The variation must be produced by serving different dishes having a color contrast. Seasonal availability is very important as parties are booked in advance. The nutritional balance must be ensured. It must fit within the budget of the customer and to his satisfaction. Equipment and personnel must be adequate for the party. The menu must be adhered to the established standard for service and must ensure quality and variety of food. It helps to procure stored in advance. The occasions for which the catering is done is an important factor and so the pattern of food will change accordingly. Menu planning in volume catering. In volume catering unit, the main factors influencing the menu planning are as follows. Number one is the cost. This is one of the main considerations in menu planning. The cost of the menu should be within the budgeted allowance of any unit to be economically viable, whether it is run on or profit or non-profit basis. Number two, ease of preparation. Since mass catering unit provides for large numbers, ease of preparations of any dish must be considered. Elaborate preparation is time consuming and may result in delay in service of prepared food leading to bad customers relations and appearance of inefficiency. Incorporations of leftovers. Menu for mass catering should be planned in such a way that any leftovers of food, one meal can be incorporated in the next meal. So, as to avoid abnormal wastage and reduce food cost. Number 4, cyclic menu. Menu should be planned in sets for a fortnight or for a month. This is then repeated all over again. For ease in operations, menu can be changed after such period and seasonal foods can be incorporated. This will help provide varieties economically. Concept of central production unit. A central kitchen or production unit is a very different operation from normal kitchen. It requires a large investment in specialized equipment such as planetary cookers, blast chillers, and vacuum picking machines, etc. In some operation, food is prepared centrally in a different location to where it is served. Following production, meals are transported to the individual's service sites. The advantage of a central kitchen or production unit is the reduced investment as compared to setup of a kitchen or each service site. However, food transport and the associated increased holding time carries a higher microbial health risk than production in individual kitchen next to the service point. So the central production unit in the picture you can say cook chill kitchen producing food to be refrigerated at more than one other site and termed as a central production unit. Number 2, large CPUs resembles a factory style operation with production line techniques and high level of mechanization. Concept of a central production unit continuation. Economies of sales. This is a cost advantage that a large F&B operation enjoy due to their large or a larger size. It refers to the reduction to unit cost at the size of a facility and usage levels of systems and adequate or an equipment increased. Better consistency. Food and beverage that is F&B operation can deliver a uniform standard and achieve consistent quality of food sold and served at different outlets. Next point, greater efficiency. A central kitchen enjoy greater efficiency through number 1, human resource and purchasing. Learner most efficient use of manpower through automation and specialization of tasks as the central kitchen takes care of the preparation work while outlet staff focus on serving. Centralizing purchase will increase the purchasing power of the operations due to high volume of food and supplies used and also result in fewer deliveries needed. Problem associated with off-premises catering. Management, turnovers, long hours, transport, centralized kitchen, off-site kitchen, wrong hot food truck, organization, customers, food waste, seasons, training, dishes missing, extra service, lack of innovation, lack of experience, sudden change of plan or a place, refuse from the authority, settlement of bills, less in food items or dishes, missing of ingredients or dishes, satisfaction of the client, running late of time, garbage spew from the disposals. Thank you very much.